YouTube, are you going to let me do a live? Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know if I'm here, but it looks like I'm here. So welcome back to the Chamming. Welcome back to the Crazy Tarot Show. Tonight. I just thought I'd come by tonight. Again, see if anybody comes by. If anybody needs a reading before I go 999. Gonna put some things in the chat. If you just found us and we are not live here at the Haunted House, please take the time to skip to the end for the free collective message. I usually always try to do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who maybe comes by, gets a reading, doesn't get a reading, maybe finds me when I'm not live. No refunds, no e-checks, no solicitation. Please don't make it weirder than it already is. Only have a few rules. No subs, no like. Okay, no read. Please be groovy or leave, man. And you can come back when you feel better, okay? Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, no posers, no jobbers, no front and no fear. So just please be yourself. Don't come in as Captain Kangaroo. And if you do, I'm going to laugh. But if you do come in as Captain Kangaroo, then please at least tell me who you really are. So everything you need to know is in the description. Please don't say that you don't know who Captain Kangaroo is either. If you don't, you should know. So go ahead and YouTube it or Google it. Quite funny shit. Pardon my French, YouTube. So PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Only I can help you with love, career, money, finances, soulmate, twin flame. Please don't ask me when. Okay? No timings, no health, no legal, financial, no pregnancy, exam pass, or university success questions, nor interview success questions. Please, no end of time questions. And do not ask me if your partner's cheating. These are just some basic things I like to share in regards to the channel. Mhm. Hey, how are you, ladies? Yeah, because I had it on I had it on mute because I was listening to the radio. So I tried to compliment this guy on Instagram Live, and he blocked me and called me about. I don't need that. Ari. I was supposed to go to sleep, but now I'm wondering. Wondering what? Today, a guy screamed all the way across the park, just like the size of a football field, and said, "I love your hair." I was like, "Oh, what a sweetheart." That was so nice of him. It was the nicest thing a guy I'm not related to has said to me in a long time. I hear a Micah. Okay, can you get me one too right there? I hear it. That's Stormy. Thanks. Appreciate it. He sent me a kiss emoji, and I replied back with a kiss emoji, and then I said, "Did I tell you thank you for being you?" He replied back, said, "Oh," and then said goodnight and sweet dreams. Mike. Looks like a dick. Don't worry, that was not an insult. That was an inside joke. I mean, guys are the worst. So I'm going to finish my hair tonight, which I'm pretty excited about. I hope it comes out looking good, because this is already like I'm hooked on it. He said goodnight. Oh, that's sweet. Excuse me. Yeah, and that's what part of the strict mental diet is it's time to unplug, as he says, and calm down. It's time to, use that strict mental diet to calm yourself down. Stop letting your mind wander. If you can't quiet your mind, I'll give you something on YouTube to help you quiet your mind. Maybe you text I think he would tell you. I think he would definitely tell you. Hey, Dollface, how have you been, sweetheart? So just as an example, one more time. Here's my lipstick. Okay, I'm putting it on, right? It's reflecting in the mirror, which is our camera here, right? As within, so without, Maria. If I stood in front of the mirror, which is the camera in this case, you're going to see what's reflecting back. I'm putting the lipstick on. I'm not going to put the lipstick on the camera. That would be ridiculous to try to put it on like that. So every time that you start to get like this, Maria, that's what you're doing. You're trying to put your lipstick on yourself on the mirror. It's not going to work. It's time to bring it down a level. Use that strict mental diet to calm yourself, knowing that you've got everything right, where you want it to be. In your connection with him, in your connection with your family, in your connection with your friends, the people you work with. So if you think you're over texting, I mean, how many days do you think it would take for me to die if I sat around and worried about it all day? Healthy or not? We don't have an expiration date, but many people get told you have weeks to live, days to live, months to live, years to live. And they have to find some way to stay sane that exists. This one state of mind, this one circumstance, this one, it's going to kill them off a lot quicker than if they were to put themselves in a state of mind where they could calm down and enjoy what they are experiencing. Whether it's terminal or not, whether we're healthy or not, whether, you know what I mean? And I hate to have to relate it to death and lipstick, but it's, I can't sit around and worry about it. I can't sit around and worry about things that have not happened again, or not happened yet, or may never happen. It takes up too much of my being and having supposed ADHD. I feel like I'm very overwhelmed thinking about, am I over texting? Am I over messaging? Am I over saying? Am I over typing? That's like telling Mozart too many notes. It's silly, in my opinion. I think people who don't like phones, they tell you from the beginning, I don't like phones, and I don't like text messages, and I don't like talking on the phone. Because I'm really one of those people with strangers. I do not like talking on the phone. I do not like texting on the phone. I do not like that shit with strangers. I hate it. Or people I don't know very well. I just don't like it. It's different if it's a friend. It's different if it's somebody I know. It's different if it's a neighbor. But when it comes to a stranger, when it comes to new people, I usually tell them I'm not really a phone person. I think that's why my Instagram and my social media sucks, because I just feel like, there's a lot of other things I could be doing instead of worrying about garbage online and having to feel inadequate to everyone every day, when I know that that's not something I should be feeling about myself. It's like saying, it's like saying to someone you appreciate them. And that's fine. I'm going to give you something to help you relax, calm your mind a little bit. 11:30, you're tired, you're worn out, and you need to calm down. Um, let's see. Okay, that's really weird. So I went back to the main YouTube page and I noticed that it said how to quiet your mind. And I just said that I was going to look for something for you to quiet your mind. Maybe this is what you're supposed to listen to. I'm just going to share it anyway. I actually like this channel a lot. That's probably why this was suggested to me. But I mean, people being pretty honest about, well, at least with me, about like, I really think that if you were bothering him in any way, he would tell you. And if he wants to unplug, he'll tell you that too. But don't take that unplugging thing as negative, because it's not. He could say nothing at all. I look like Corella. It's cute. Thank you. People used to say that to me when I was a kid. You're so cute, I could eat you with a spoon. Here, Maria, check out. I know, right? And with that Midwestern Southern accent, too, because they were all from Missouri. Doobie doobie doo, what you doing do? Are you ready for bath day? Bath day's coming up. Yep, it's almost your bath day. And you'll be so fresh and so clean. I love you, cutie pie. Now I really look like Corella. I always wanted to take Ruby and have her and the other dogs like groomed to look like wild animals. And have you seen that? Have you seen the dog artist that does that to dogs? Like they'll turn your dog into a panda. They'll turn your dog into a tiger. Southern accents are cute. Well, like I had family members from the Midwest who were like, when they say root, it was rut, and wash instead of wash, and whoop, like if you bump into someone, and just a lot of Midwest is like it reminds me a little bit of the South, but uh, it's still very different territory. Yeah, I don't have a Southern prominent accent because I've worked very hard not to. You should hear me when I'm drunk. Or very tired or tired. When I start to get sleepy, that's when it's coming out. Or mad. Mad too. Like, don't piss me off. Look at the Southern tongue. The Southern Oracle tongue. Does that feel good? You like it? You like it? It's on your nose. Okay, that's just your nose. Mm. Yes, calm down. relax. It's time to wind down. Good night, Maria. Sweet dreams. Sound very northern to others. My dad has a Greek Boston accent. It's funny. Like it's a Greek accent, but his, he learned English in Boston, so certain things he says sound very New England. I mean, he already knew English, but I mean, his English got better and more formed and really started learning the language deeply in that state, in Massachusetts. Yeah, it is a pretty interesting accent. I have the same problem. I've lived everywhere, man, so it's like, I'll sometimes slip and say some things that, because I grew up in Boston, so. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do they have sweet tea there? Or is it all iced tea with lemon? Does my shirt smell good? Yeah, does it smell good? It's not easy for you to pick up on accents. I think because I did a lot of character acting as a kid, character acting training, improv, things like that, um, for many, many years. It just became fun to try to, I don't know, talk like people from New Zealand and Germany, Greece. Just try, in case I ever got a job and had to play characters from there. Even try to learn more languages because that spectrum stuff on my resume. But it's just like trying to find any job. It's inundated with nerds who have more money than me and more resources and her face. Are you looking at everything upside down now? I'm gonna go put her back on the couch. Where's your mommy at? Iced tea with lemon. It's gross. That's how you can tell if somebody's Southern. Um, we just don't do lemon and iced tea. And anyone who thinks that's normal is definitely from some other place. It's not the South. To have an idea of who I was in a past life, yeah, some friend Travis looks just like Oscar Wilde, who was like, they call him like the first celebrity ever. And they literally have the same birthday. So I felt like, you know, seeing that, about like seeing how much Travis looks like him, seeing how much they have in common. I will say that maybe I don't know who I am, but you know, I know who he was in a past life now. And I know somehow that has some kind of meaning in regards to my past life. So I must have been some kind of friend of Oscar Wilde's in a past life. So much so that somehow in this life, you know, we've met again. Nobody can convince me otherwise that Travis was not Oscar Wilde in a past life. Not even him. Okay. Now, I have a friend named Danielle. Her account is Simple Grace 1 on Instagram, and she looks just like Marie Antoinette. Now, here's where it gets crazy. The other night, like I've always told her, oh, you look like Marie Antoinette. And I think that's why I was attracted to her as a friend, because I absolutely love Marie Antoinette. So, bunny. And I was like, oh, okay. He's from Sweden. Okay, all right. He's a tennis player. All right. In my mind's eye, you're Marie Antoinette and he's Count. He's Axel, who was the love of Marie Antoinette's life. And quite possibly the father of her children. A place in their home on like a wall or a china cabinet or something. I'm like, yep, it's him. It's definitely him. It's definitely them. So I feel like I must have been like a friend or a lady in waiting or like a sister or a cousin of the blood or something. But I swear in a past life, you know, she knows nothing about Marie Antoinette, but I started teaching her a little bit about the history, actually, since I feel the energy from her. I feel that, you know, she looks so much like her. It's scary. And it's kind of scary. It looks a little bit like Axel as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share some things with you real quick so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what she looks like real quick. And then I'm going to give you this video about the love letters that they wrote back and forth to each other when she was taken captive with her husband, who was the last king of France. Now, this friend of mine is a little bit older than me. Maybe 5 or 6 years. It's not too bad. But you might enjoy this. You must remember that when she became the Dauphine of France, she was just a tween, okay? And she was married off to like an 11 or 12-year-old boy. She was maybe 13. Okay, and they would make, the public would make horrible pamphlets about her, doing inappropriate things with other men, doing inappropriate things with animals, doing inappropriate things with women. You know, and here she is, a little girl to our standards today. Some of the things that she did were very much things I did as a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girl. You know, spend everybody's money on fabulous clothes and makeup and hair accessories and shoes because I could. All right? Because I was allowed to. Okay? Also because I worked. So a lot of the things that, I'm pretty sure a lot of the things that us as young women, teenagers, or even young women in our 20s and our 30s, you know, we're not into middle age yet, but, you know, we do things that as kids that maybe would be different 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 than we would when in our 20s or maybe 30s as well. Things that we might not think of. You know, we're not politically active at that time, and if we are, then you've lost some sense of your childhood. But there's the link to her life, and then let me get you the love letters that her and him wrote back and forth to each other that were so beautiful. He tried to save her life, but there were so many times that it was with the contact was cut off, or so when you talk about past lives, I will say that I've recognized friends, family, soulmates, and even people right down to who exactly they were. Yes. Do I know who I was in a past life? Sure. But I want to stay right here. That's the most important, is right now. Okay, let me get these letters. Hey, Jessica, how are you, sweetheart? So here's another link to the video of the letters, the secret letters that Marie Antoinette and uh, her lover, best friend, possible father of her children, wrote to each other in code. Oh, good. I'm so glad your date went really good. Awesome. So happy for you. That's awesome. So tell me all about it. Was it fun? Something I'm looking forward to. They do something different like every season. It sounds so much fun. honestly been here all day. Did you get the link, Ari, for the Marie Antoinette letters? Excuse me. There it is. I can't remember if I put it in the comments or not. Any commercials? Hey, Iman, how are you, dear? Yeah, that's nuts. Have you watched that video I've shared about the 250 brain scans, Ari? The 250,000. Yeah, I understand, Ari. I really totally do. Um, guys were really different from us. My phone's telling me it's time to go to bed. Oh well, not happening. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. All right. Nope, not yet. I'm still here. It's just my phone. Me to go to bed, but I'm not tired. I'm going to bed. Trying to figure something out with my hair. I just watched 3 Months Crazy's panel storming. What's that, honey? I wonder if the girl who was here last night, upset about her boyfriend being stuck in the 70s, will come back and tell us how she's doing. She's still stuck in the 70s. Gosh, God bless her. Oh, she can bring him into the 80s and someone into 2024. The 80s are back. A guy asked if it's okay to flirt with a girl in front of your wife and said he doesn't. And he tried to just... Oh, excuse me. Maybe I should go to bed. Excuse me. I see so many split hair dyes videos. I don't see a lot of tri-split dyes. Now that I've said it, they'll blow up. I think I'm going to do a tri-split dye. You know, and if it sucks, I can just wash it out. Yeah, I don't see any tri-split dyes. I don't know. I see one tri-split dye video on YouTube. That's it. Thanks so much for coming by tonight again. Yeah, it is pretty interesting stuff. Definitely.